There's more beauty on the last one. Like, I don't remember seeing this much.
Now, were these surveillance cameras put up just as sculptures, or were they actually active and then got deactivated, do you know?
Who knows? I suspect that they were put up to make sure that people weren't breaking in. Again, it was a really junky alley for a long time, a lot of crack, a lot of human feces and etc. But the alley's cleaned up a lot, partly because there's so many people are interested in the murals, and so it's not sort of a private place for people to live and dope and so on. So I suspect people put up cameras in order to discourage trouble.
Has this neighborhood changed a lot? The homes that are nearby?
Oh, sure. It's changed a lot. Not because of the alley. The alley was a very early community works. People coming in and saying, we care about this, we're painting it, and we want it to be beautiful, we want it to be vital. And this was before the .com thing got crazy. But yeah, the neighborhood has changed a lot.
So did this lead to other opportunities for the artists who were on the wall here?
Many, yeah, absolutely. You know, people
For
got
commercial opportunities for them?
Yeah. I mean, there's people
Because
here
of
who
being here, or?
probably there was a fair amount of attention and so on, but I'm sure people, put together their portfolios in the way that anybody else did, does and did. But yeah, people having gallery shows around the world and going to New York and so on and so forth, and having successes. Some.
How hard was it getting this information, this type of work into the de Young? Were they receptive to?
Well, I mean, what happened was we went to them initially and proposed that we do a book launch there. So it was about having a party to celebrate art that will never be on their walls because it's street art. And so
That is very cool.
we had the launch in November of '09, and very quickly the person who organizes they have a program called Cultural Encounters, and the person who organizes that program realized that the opportunity to make this cultural alliance with a very strong arts community, which is the Mission in particular, and Precita Eyes is the organization that's been involved in the schools and been involved in the streets forever, for 33 years, I think.
What's it called?
It's called Precita Eyes, and it's run by Susan Cervantes. And there's murals of theirs all over town, but they've been involved in so many types of social action and education, using mural arts as an education tool and in the schools. So Renee Baldacchi from the museum, who runs the Cultural Encounters program, we negotiated with her to do a year's worth of programming there. So we had through the book, once a month there was a curated show, not a hung show, but artists coming in to present their work in that auditorium, the Corette Auditorium, and doing slideshows, doing talks, doing performances, and so on. And I suspect that a lot of people who never went to the museum came out because the idea that street art was being featured in the museum, that the museum was paying attention, that the museum was interested in this folk art. So that's how we got involved with the De Young, and it was a fantastic year.
Huh. How did the project for the book start?
Years and years and years and years ago, Susan Cervantes at the Presida Eyes for years has wanted something to sell at her storefront on 24th Street. People come from all over the world and do mural tours. They've been running mural tours there on, I think, Saturdays and Sundays. And
what's her storefront?
It's called Presida Eyes.
And
it's,
what is it exactly?
It's a place where people go to both make murals and to make art and to buy postcards and buy some different kinds of small art supplies and so on. But it's the center, the hub of Presida Eyes, where they go out from there to paint murals all over town and so on. She had wanted a book about the murals for years, and I think initially she approached UC Berkeley Press and to do a mural book, and they were interested, so the idea started to generate there. And then she contacted Anis Jacoby, who is a person who's been involved in large-scale public art for years, both as a maker and as a curator, as a producer. And she approached Anis and to art direct the book. And so that's where it began, and just had, many, many iterations over the years in terms of its scale and so on. Initially, Susan had wanted something relatively small, and but the book got bigger and bigger and bigger. Many people from the community got involved. People were asked to write essays because the intention of the book was to place muralism in the entire history of art. And as someone early on said, all art is wall art. It began in the caves. I mean, that's our earliest rendition of a mural. And so a lot of people in the community did writing for the book. There were tremendous essays that were written. Most of them were cut radically in order for the book to, have a number of pages that were feasible. And, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I think we had 1,200. We had 1,200. I'm going to just take this opportunity as well. We had 1,200 photographs in the archive, which were both historical and contemporary, from many, many sources. And eventually, although we offered it, we sought publishers all over the place. Harry and Abrams in New York, the beautiful art publisher, had already done 3 street art books. And so this was a natural, that when we approached them and we already had a book that was substantially done or very much underway about street art in San Francisco, it was a natural for their series. So that was our moment of finally of finding a publisher, and we feel incredibly fortunate because they are one of the foremost art publishers in the world, and they made something that is absolutely gorgeous.